Greeting travelers, how you been? So I pulled Escoffier by mistake. I was guaranteed I did the 10 pull and I got her. Do I regret her? Not at all. So this is my guide for Escoffier. As you can see, level 80 and I have a good build here. Just decent, not too great, not too bad. So in this guide I will tell you about her weapon, artifact, constellation, talent and teams. For the weapon I am using Favonius Lens, the free to play option. This is the best free to play option I guess if you haven't done the event thing. Event one is good, but I prefer Favonius Lens because it's a very consistent with the team. For the artifacts I am using the golden tube because this is the best in slot for her because her elemental skill does off-field damage and this artifact set increase the off-field damage of elemental skills. And for the constellations I have C0 and let's see what we have in the constellation. For the first constellation we have the cryo damage, crit damage increased 60%. That means every cryo unit does more damage. 60% more crit damage. Every time it crits, 60% more damage. Now for the constellation 2. Whenever she uses her skill, she gets 5 cold dish stacks, and these stacks are consumed when anyone other than Escoffier deal cryo damage in the party, like in your team, and one cold dish stack is used or consumed and increase their damage dealt by 240% of Escoffier's attack. And if there are multiple opponent or enemy, these stacks will be more stacks will be used in this case. And for the constellation 4 we have the elemental burst duration is increased by 6 seconds and the healing will be increased by 100% and restoration of 2 energy to Escoffier can occur depending on the crit rate of the Escoffier, and this can happen 7 times. And for the last constellation, well it says that your skill will have one more attack and it will do 500% of Escoffier's attack as AoE cryo damage and it triggers every 0.5 seconds. Your skill got buffed. Now for the talents, your talent priority are skill and burst. Normal attack you can leave it at 1. For the skill, it does off-field damage as we know, and the scaling is just fine, not too good, not too bad. It's just okay. You can have some decent numbers, not too high but good off-field cryo damage. And the other thing her skill does is cooking without needing any ingredients. You can cook 10 dishes per week and it resets at 4 am of every week. Her burst does healing to whole team for the first time it activates, and then for few seconds it does heal the active character. Then we have other talents like this talent. The main talent why she is pulled for is this team wide buff. When you have 4 party members, Hydro and Cryo, the element breadth of Hydro and Cryo is decreased by 55% if you have 4 members. And then we have this thing. After using element burst, Escoffier will obtain rehab diet effect for 9 seconds, restore HP. The same thing, you do the burst and for 9 seconds she will heal the active member based on her attack. Then this thing which tells us that she can cook with her skill like this. Here's the demonstration. You will see that I hold the skill, then it cooks. If I tap the skill, it deals damage. See, I used nothing, just the elemental damage and I got a dish. Now I will do it again so you see. Okay. And as the meter goes up, I got a dish. See? Another dish. You can cook 10 dishes with this thing per week. Then it goes to cool down. You do anything to it, it does nothing. The lights of these things just go off. Now I'll demonstrate some damage of work and some team replacements and other things. You will see when you get to that point. Now as you can see, I am using Wesley team here. Wesley, Sitlali, Escoffier and Yelan. All party members are Hydro and Cryo only. So let's see her damage. And it's 8679. And if I use the Golden Troop second passive, it's 9811, which is decent damage. And it takes like, I don't know, I never counted it. But even if it takes at least 10 times, it's 98,000 damage. It's at least point. I don't know how many times it takes, but whatever. Now if I switch one unit in that Hydro Cryo team, just one animal unit. I know Kazuha is too much because Kazuha gives elemental damage bonus when you swallow that element. But still, let's try it. Now the skill and sword, see, 11,200 from 9,800 to 11,200. That's a good buff. Now let's see her healing too. My Kazuha is damaged, so yeah, 2,342 and healing is great. Now without skill, her skill is doing, without buff her skill does 7,600 damage, and with the Hydro Cryo team it does 9,800. But if you use some Anemo units, you can definitely increase it. So there's no total restriction of Hydro Cryo team here. Now let's see if I switch Kazuha with someone else. Maybe Zilonin, I guess. Where it is? Ah, there she is. Zilonin. Now Zilonin, for this run I have Zilonin and her constellation is 0 and her talent is at level 10. As you can see, she is on Thunder City, Cinder City set, and skill is level 10. Now, see, 11,400. It's better than Kazuha, and the buff lasts longer. So again, there's no need to stick to a Hydro Cryo team. What if I use Sitlali maybe? Like Centricity on Sitlali. But it doesn't buff cryo damage. Only Centricity will work because Sitlali increase just the Hydro and Pyro damage bonus. It gives 20% Res Shred. So let's do it. The Cinder City and buff from Kazuha. 11,800. And I haven't switched my character, I don't know why. As you can see, 12,000 here, but Cinder City effect is gone. So there you can see a definitely raise in that thing, but it all depends. 13,000. Yep. For just 2k extra damage, you can do this. I mean, like if you're using different character team which does more damage, then you can get more damage out of this team. Now you're getting only few extra 1,000 damage every tick or every instance. That's nice, but it all depends on your team comps and your builds, your constellation, your everything, weapon, etc. It doesn't always work like this. It mostly does, but it all heavily depends on what you are using in your team. And talking about team, well, let me tell you what she works with and what she doesn't. Well, she doesn't work with Moalani. She's straight up melt thing, and she doesn't work with Shijing. She does work with Furina. She works very well with Furina. She works good with Newlet. You know, like, she's a good spot for many, but not for Nilu. And good for Ayato. And you can use it with Ayaka, Ganyu, and Child is not a fan of Escoffier, so she cannot use. Like, the results are not good with those, which I'm telling you. Child, Kokumi, Mualani, Ayato can also use, I told you already. So these few of them can use it, like the Hydro ones. Every dragon can also use most of them. Well, here's a comparison between a full Hydrocry team, and one side we have the Melt team with Kazuha and Melt team with Zilonin. Well, see it yourself. Here I guess the Zilonin team did finish the thing and others couldn't. But it also again depends on the team comp and the builds. My builds are not that great. Here's the Abyss run. Just watch it. I'll just sit here. I don't want to commentate anything like this, but still I'll say something. I couldn't do this Abyss without Escoffier for sure. Like, I don't have any other unit which can handle this. Maybe Huda, but I'm not sure about it. I need to run Kazuha in this team because these two just wander too far. And I need them to be grouped so I can do damage and finish them quickly. Since my team is very single targeted, I keep them grouped, so these have a very little AoE, so it helps a lot. Escoffier keeps my team alive whenever I need. I can use burst, and the energy of this team is always full. So on his lands helps a lot, and my Shinju and Yelan both are on balance, so energy is not a problem. The full run of this Abyss, I have another video for it. I'll put the link on the side. So again, as you can see, my Escoffier. Weapon level 94 on his lance. You know, get her Constellation over her signature weapon. Like, Constellation 1 is better, Constellation 2 is even more better. Like, all her Constellation are better than her signature weapon. But Constellation 1 is again better than her signature weapon. Again, me showing you my stupid build that I have already shown like 50 times. Escoffier is a good unit. I hope I pull Skirk too, so I can showcase Skirk as well. Now I'm at 50-50 and I don't have any wishes. I have only around like 18 or 19 wishes. I don't know what will happen. And why I'm showing you my builds. I should skip this part. Or maybe not, just watch it, man. So, that was my guide, that was my video. Well, it's my first guide, so just comment that what should I improve and what should I do. So thanks for watching. See you in the next video.